you can learn how to stop unwanted thoughts and shut them down. You just have to learn how to do it. So basically, the trick is you have to start by learning to listen to your thoughts. We really don't do that. Yeah, we hear our thoughts in our head, but the person that's listening and the person that's doing the thinking are both people that are half asleep. So we're not really aware of what's going on. So the first step, what we want to do is even take weeks or months to do this, is to listen to our thoughts and just see how certain routines in our life develop because of the thoughts we are thinking, and how certain thoughts just keep us stuck in a specific reality. Now, once we started identifying the unwanted thoughts that we don't want to have, the next step that we want to do is to not get emotionally involved in the process. Part of what happens is when we start thinking about thoughts that we don't want to have and then we try to shut it down, we start feeling some intense emotions. And what that is that's your ego trying to resist any type of change. So when you stop identifying emotionally with what's going on in there, it makes it a lot easier to reconfigure what's going on and put new programming in and take the old programming out. That emotional attachment, it will keep you just locked in all the time, especially, if we think about something we already feel strongly about, it makes it really hard to not invest more energy into that. So by having that emotional detachment, that allows us to really just get in there and really see what we don't want and really get rid of it. So this whole process is going to take some time. It doesn't happen overnight. Now, the best part is the initial part happens overnight. It's going to happen in a moment. Like, you're going to catch yourself observing yourself instead of analyzing yourself and just listening in. And you're going to be like, wow, I just learned a lot about myself in the last hour, because you just started paying attention to what's going on. And honestly, when you stop getting that emotion involved in it, you'll learn even more, because our emotions start to shut that down, because we can't ever process anything, because once the emotions kick in, it's almost like the fight or flight. It just sends us off in another direction, and then life sends us off in another direction. So we never actually have any time to take care of these things. And most people just think, I'm the same person today, I'm the same person tomorrow, I've always been the same person. And it's like, yeah, to a certain degree we are, but we also have to consider is like, what choices did we make to become that person? And how is that just replaying over and over and over in the thoughts we think and in the behaviors that come from those thoughts? So like I said, the biggest thing is just start to identify your thoughts, listen, become the observer of yourself, really wake yourself up into, do I really need to invest this negative energy into thinking about this thing? A lot of times we do that with other people. We spend a lot of time thinking about other people and thinking about situations, and we really don't need to do that. That charges up those emotions, and then again, we identify with our emotions, we attach the emotion to the thought, and then they just circle back around each other. So I hope this video encourages you to get off that hamster wheel of just unwanted thoughts and not being able to do anything about it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thank you.